viewers of Jimina's Production, you're welcome to my channel. This is the National Assembly of Cameroon. Hello viewers, welcome to the National Assembly of Cameroon. We are at the conference center, and if you are opportune to get access into the National Assembly of Cameroon during a session, and especially on a day when a plenary is taking place, you will find yourself in an environment that is full of steaming noises, as if you are in an industrial area. And with a quick glance around, you would notice that this noise comes from the electronics that are installed here at the National Assembly. And these electronics are actually anti-COVID-19 machinery. The noise comes from this. So on a serious normal working day, the machines are on. So the noise comes from this. And from this. Coronavirus is back in Cameroon. The second wave of the coronavirus is more deadly than the first. The virus is more energetic this time around. Tactical and easily camouflaged. No cough, no fever. It's just joint pains, body weakness, loss of appetite, and COVID pneumonia. And this is the huge AntiCovid machine. The noise actually comes also from this. Name this machine the pot, because when you get in there, it's like you're being cooked, and then you come out the other way well prepared. Before waiting on any dose of be it the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine to reach Cameroon anytime the administration takes that decision, precaution has been taken by the National Assembly of Cameroon by providing face masks, wash hand spots for workers, and a very giant step was the provision of COVID tests to all workers of the institution this March 2021. The much applauded of them all is the acquisition of anti-COVID disinfecting equipment. To meet a worker of the National Assembly. She's called Mrs. Jemina.
This initiative is one we really appreciate. What the President has done, what the Secretary General has done. It didn't actually start here in the world, as you see.
Okay.
We started at the National Assembly, where they came, placed some buckets for control for COVID-19. You don't get into the National Assembly like that.
You say it started at the National Assembly. This is the National Assembly. So it started at the National Assembly. The National Assembly has two venues?
Yeah. The unfortunate fire incident that occurred some years back at the National Assembly brought down the whole house, and the area now is under construction by the Chinese. So we had to move to a new site that was provided by the government, where the National Assembly has enough halls to hold their meetings, and one side of it, the Senate too are holding their own meetings. So during this period, they had to prepare the environments for this these machineries, as we told you earlier, these machines were placed there so that before gaining access to the new venue of the National Assembly, which is the conference center where we are right now, you go through the scanning process so that as you enter the hall, it is very certain that anyone is COVID-19 free.
Paul Francis Ebongue, chef du bureau de contrôle à maintenance. Après une vérification du fonctionnement des appareils qui vont servir au travail des parlementaires, nous devons aussi désinfecter les mains parce que le président patron de cette institution a mis tout le nécessaire pour lutter contre la COVID-19 et nous devons suivre ces instructions à la lettre. C'est la raison pour laquelle j'ai commencé, après avoir fini le travail, j'ai été désinfecté par le tunnel et ensuite, après avoir manipulé tous les appareils, je suis obligé de désinfecter les mains pour ne pas être en contact avec la COVID-19 et ne pas stopper sa propagation.
Mrs. Star Jemina made us to understand that the National Assembly was consumed some years back by fire and today it is under construction by the Chinese. That's why the new venue, the Yaoundé Conference Center, was provided by the government to host this institution, the National Assembly, and it is also here at the conference center that you will find the Senate. The preventive measures to combat COVID-19 in the National Assembly was an initiative of the Right Honorable Speaker of the institution, Honorable Kavai Yege Jibril. And this started way back at the former venue under construction now, as revealed by these workers of the house, giving testimonies as to what the administration is doing to curb this pandemic.
Pour les mesures barrières pour lutter contre le Covid, le très honorable président de l'Assemblée nationale, le président l'honorable Kavai Yege Jibril, a pris toutes les dispositions nécessaires et possibles pour que nous puissions ôter cette maladie hors de l'Assemblée nationale, c'est-à-dire protéger nos familles et nos proches. Et cela s'est implémenté par la distribution des masques. Chaque personnel à l'Assemblée nationale a eu droit à 2 masques estampillés Assemblée nationale. Chaque personnel de l'Assemblée nationale, avant de franchir le portail de l'Assemblée nationale, se lave les mains. Et une température est prise à l'entrée des bâtiments de l'Assemblée nationale.
The National Assembly, under the patronage of the Right Honorable Speaker, has been doing much since the unfortunate situation of the COVID-19. They have made the parliamentarians and workers so comfortable with the sanitizers and making sure that the issue of social distancing is properly managed within the National Assembly. You can see this is one of the examples, the first mask produced by the National Assembly. This is a proof that the House has really invested so much to make this a success.
Actually, I was so opportune to meet the member of parliament. He's going to introduce himself to you guys.
I am Honorable Nestus Fumanju from Nizam Center, that is Bamenda Bali of the Northwest region. When we came into the National Assembly this year, it was a wonderful surprise that we met at the entrance of the hotel being received. We have these disinfectants. First of all, you take a temperature, you have hand sanitizer, you get through the disinfectant machine before you check into the hotel. Anybody visiting the hotel will testify, and it's a wonderful innovation. And I think the barrier measures that have been put in place by under the auspices of chaired by the Prime Minister, Head of Government, under the directives of the Head of State, His Excellency President Paul Biya, it's making us actually fight COVID. And the National Assembly has even gone as far as even distributing masks to all the MPs and have some hand sanitizers. This is a credible initiative and a laudable effort to combat the virus. Disinfect your hands, disinfect your body before you get into your home saver. It's a real initiative that we must applaud from the National Assembly, and we hope every individual copies same, such that we limit the number of deaths. Because it's been said that for a head of family who dies, it's 20 years of misery for that family.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for actually taking off your time and talking to us on the preventive measures taken by the National Assembly to fight this second outbreak of the COVID-19, which is actually much more deadly than the one before. I met somebody that is like the operator to the AntiCovid machines at the National Assembly. He is actually going to explain to us how these things work.
Okay, I'm called Musono Hal. So this is a Sahel product. I work for Sahel.
Okay, I was thinking that the National Assembly owns this machine.
Not at all.
Okay.
The National Assembly has theirs. We have ours.
Okay.
So we won the contract to come and place our machines.
Okay.
Here in the
During National Assembly sessions.
sessions.
Okay. So your contract actually is going to end at the end of the National Assembly session.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I get it.
Exactly.
Sahel is a company that has won the contract to come and disinfect the National Assembly premises during the session, during the sittings of members of parliament. Actually how these machines work, because when I came, the noise from it is crazy. This one seems to be off right now.
Yeah, presently. Since the hall, nobody is entering and nobody is inside the hall.
Okay.
So there's no need keeping it on because. And you were talking about the noise made by the machine. So I will just show you some little bit of. Here, this is a cooler and this is the speed.
Okay.
So if I put it at 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3.
Okay.
So it depends at the stage. If you want it to be flowing more, when there's much people, if I notice people are much, we have a lot of people. So I will just have to put it at 3.
Okay.
So that it should like
Sense out the chemical.
And this is the store.
Okay.
This is where the chemical is being stored. And this is the water level you see here. So when I come each morning before the session, I have to check out the product, the chemicals, if it's full. And if it's down, I have to go and I will add the chemicals inside. Then I will just or switch it on.
I've seen another one. It's like a fan.
Yeah, it's a fan.
Yeah.
You equally have it again inside.
Okay.
So I'll just show you equally have it inside.
Yeah, this one. This machine is like a fan.
Yeah, it's like a fan.
Okay.
So this has been added. This is where the product comes out.
Okay.
There is a bottle. You would look here. Here is the fan switch. You switch the fan on. Then here is the product. This is where the product is.
Yeah.
The chemicals.
Okay, it's inside here.
It's inside here. So these pipes you see here, they send it up into this. So since the fan now blows out now air,
Okay.
blows to the chemicals.
Yeah, see, it sends it out.
It sends it out. So, and you guys know the virus is something that is placed on surface areas.
Okay.
It's not something that is moving in the air.
Okay.
So it's on surface area. So it can be placed on your body. That's why we say we wash our hands and we should not touch our faces, all those things. So it's made up of all those things.
Okay, thank you very much for actually enlightening us, because
And we have two small fans.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it in the committee hall.
Yeah, I've seen smaller fans.
They are short, smaller fans.
Yes.
So those are also light ones for offices.
Okay.
Those are ones for offices. You cannot put this in an office.
In an office, it's too big.
It's too big for an office.
Okay, people, as you've heard it all, I'm going to take off my mask right now. You've heard it all from the expert, the person that actually knows how to control this machinery and get your body disinfected. They are the company called Sahel. So if you need anti-COVID machinery for your offices, for your homes, or for your ceremonies, contact Sahel.
Je salue et je loue les efforts du président de l'Assemblée nationale qui nous a préservés pendant cette période de Covid-19 tout au long de cette pandémie. En effet, nous avons eu des séances de dépistage, nous avons été dotés en matériel, cache-nez, masques, désinfectants et tout. Et actuellement, Comme vous pouvez le constater, on est au Palais des Congrès et on a été doté de machines de protection contre cette pandémie. Donc nous pouvons constater que tout est mis sur pied pour que cette pandémie soit muselée et puis qu'il n'y ait pas
soit botté hors de
l'Assemblée nationale. Et à notre niveau, je suis vraiment satisfait et je suis vraiment content des efforts que le président de l'Assemblée nationale a mis sur pied pour que nous puissions être en sécurité.